Today we are making sloppy joes. These will remind you of your childhood. They're delicious, they're easy to make, and you probably already have everything in your fridge and pantry to make these and your freezer. So let's get started. I used a pound of thawed ground beef. It's not thawed all the way. You'll see that the middle is still a little bit frozen. So as I'm breaking this up, you'll still see a lot of pink pieces, but don't worry, I make sure I cook it all the way through. And then I'm putting in about I'd say like maybe 3/4 of a tablespoon of garlic, which is garlic from a jar, and then some onion granules, which is basically just onion powder, and then garlic powder. And all of this is to taste. I don't really measure it, but if I had to, I'd say maybe a half a teaspoon of each of those, maybe a full teaspoon. And then I use kosher salt. I just evenly, not too much. And then pepper. And then you're gonna just keep breaking up the meat and stirring that in. And when it's a little bit more browned, we're gonna put in more ingredients. Then I add a little bit of cornstarch, just enough to make sure that the sauce that we're making for this isn't too runny. You don't want soggy buns when you're eating sloppy joes. So just about that much. You saw me put that in, and I always make a mess when I stir. And then now we're going to put in ketchup. I would say probably 3 full tablespoons of ketchup. You can also use tomato paste along with ketchup if you want it to be a little bit more thick. And then about 3 teaspoons of mustard. I didn't flip the lid all the way open, and then I started squeezing and I just made a huge mess. So that's okay. I'm a messy cook for sure. Okay, then you're gonna put in about a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. And then I'd say I probably used about 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. I didn't really mean to put that much in, but you probably only need about a tablespoon. If you like it sweeter, then put in more. And then just make sure to stir really well and not let that brown sugar get too hot on the bottom of the pan. This is what it looks like when it's all done. You can also add an onion, like half a chopped onion and like half of a chopped bell pepper. That would also be good. I'd put it in at the same time that I put the garlic in. Then you just remove it from the heat and you toast your buns. That's critical. I don't know why anybody ever uses buns without toasting them. They're so delicious that way. And then you put it on the bun and you put the lid on top and you put some pickles on the plate along with some tater tots, of course. And you're done. Sloppy joes. Enjoy.